do. And this is Draco's butt. And for whatever reason, when she was talking, I just suddenly hit this like freeze threshold. Hello, everyone, especially my 44 subscribers. Okay, so this might look different, kind of weird. I don't really, hi guys, I know, this is not Papa's normal setup. I'm recording this on my phone, which is not something that I do. And this is Draco's butt. Yes, I'm recording this on my phone because my computer is Bellatrix being weird again. Might cause another hiatus on my channel, I do not know. Apparently the fan is going out, so hopefully I'm able to get a new computer fairly soon. But I have some other things that I need to get taken care of first before I buy a new computer. Just the way that it goes. But yes, I still wanted to get out of 2020 today, and my computer was just running too slow and was being too noisy. So this is the way that I can do that. I am going to try and run it through my editing software to see if I can at least make sure that it's like correct and not like all tilted. It might have some stuff wrong with it. Please just bear with me. So for this 2020, I am not going to do it in the same way that I've been trying to do it, where I go over like actor, boyfriend, yada yada, in spite of the fact that this episode is about compartmentalizing. So it's Thursday and I had another coaching session today. I'm trying to do those every Thursday with my coach, and they're going well. Last week's was a little less motivational, I guess. Hit me in a different way where I started realizing things that I needed to get done rather than like feeling hyped about it. And this one I'm feeling more hyped about. The coaching session I did today was about how I have a freeze response to stress. And typically people learn that like in stressful situations you have a fight or flight response. You have actually fight, flight, or freeze. And a lot of people sort of discredit the freeze. And I am typically pretty good about making sure that my stress propels me forward. But lately I've been having more of a freeze response, which I'm not liking. And I told my coach this isn't normal for me. It happens to me every so often with like a bunch of negative stressors. But last night it happened to me with positive stressors. And I didn't know why, and I wanted to figure out how I could essentially not do that. Now, obviously, there's no like perfect way to stop a freeze response. It's just an inherent thing. If I could figure out how to completely stop that, then, you know, that would be like a huge breakthrough in psychology. Pretty much what I found out about myself through this coaching session was that I need compartmentalization, which is essentially what my 2020s are about, is I've dedicated my life to like 11 areas that I want to work on. And yeah, some of them have greater strides than others. But right now with the way that the world is, I'm realizing more that I have less and less going on in my life. Essentially, the biggest stressors in my life are all financial, because my day job is a massage therapist, which is, one, a lot of touching, obviously, which is not something that you want in a pandemic. And it's, you know, it's a non-essential work position. So I was out of work for a while, and while I was out of work, I was doing DoorDash. I mean, I still am doing DoorDash as a way to sort of just like make ends meet. DoorDash it's a great side hustle, don't get me wrong. Like, you want to make $100, $150 extra a week, then great, that's awesome. Paying your bills on that, a little less realistic, but can kind of be done. I've been making it work, but that not without hard struggles. Last week, I put in an application with a job that is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And it was a writing job. And, you know, I've always really enjoyed writing. I feel like a lot of people in life do. I was part of my journalism department in high school. I've been to journalism summits. I am a published writer, not like a novel or anything, which that would be awesome, but I have had like a scholarship published before. So yeah, I have always had an aspiration to be able to write again and be like a published writer again, but with more like frequency, regularity, even if it's not like a lifelong thing. Like, I think that'd be a cool chapter to have in my life, to be a published writer. And one of my friends is a published writer and does like weekly articles for Valnet, which is one of the top like media publications out there. Valnet owns a ton of publications, a lot that people are pretty aware of, even if they don't know that it's owned by Valnet. And I put in an application to be a writer for them. And I didn't have all of the criteria that they need. The only criteria that I was actually missing was being published 2 to 3 times. I've only been published once. So I was talking to Noelle. Don't know if you've heard of her. Might have brought her up once or twice on the channel. But yeah, I was talking to her about ways around this, and she was telling me about different avenues that I can take and different things that I could do, and being very, very helpful with all of this positive information. And she was getting me hyped and making me feel like, you know, I'm a good writer, I have stuff going on in my life. All really, really good things. And for whatever reason, when she was talking, I just suddenly hit this like freeze threshold where I was like, great, we can talk about all this tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed right now. Was unneeded, unnecessary, like, don't know why I did that. I definitely could have gotten some of it done last night. I'm planning on doing a lot of it today. Yeah. So I was telling my coach that I wanted to figure out sort of why I had that response and what I could do about it. And we came to the conclusion that I thrive when I have a lot going on in my life and when they're all in different areas of my life. So I've been associating wanting this job, this writing job, in the same light as me, you know, making money, which is what I also associate like DoorDash with. And I recently got I think in my last 2020, I mentioned that I got a job. I got a massage job, which is cool. I'm getting regular clients. I'm, you know, building my practice and whatever again. So that's all awesome. But all of these things are sort of wrapped in the world of me making money. And that's sort of it. That's all I really have going on. Or that's what it feels like. That's what it felt like last night and for the last like week or so, is that I've been focusing on these money-making ventures because that's one of the most stressful things in my life right now. I mean, money is always a stressor for a lot of people, but I feel like that's the largest part of my life at the moment. That's one of the largest stresses in my life, is that I don't have very, very regular income because of everything going on in the world. And yeah, we talked about when I've had a lot of stress before but still felt successful. There was a time in my life where I, you know, I had it down packed. I would wake up early in the morning, I'd feed the cats, take out the dog, get myself ready. I would go over, take my nephew to school. I'd go with my sister to the gym. We'd go have lunch, pick my nephew back up, and then by the time all that was over, I'd either get home and start playing games and, you know, read and sort of like work on these bits of my life that were just like little social things that I wanted to improve on, or it would be time for work. And I was a lead therapist at a spa, so I would have, you know, XYZ responsibilities plus my own clientele and everything good that comes with that. And I was in a relationship at the time. You know, no relationship's perfect, but you always are working, and, you know, there are good parts, bad parts, whatever. And I felt really good about all these aspects of my life. They were all stressors that were propelling me forward, and I was doing really well in all of them. And right now I'm feeling a high level of stress, but it's all in one area of my life, and I don't thrive very well when all stress is placed in one area of my life. I need it spread out in a bunch of areas of my life, because then I can compartmentalize them and do them in more bite-sized doses. So that's what I'm aiming on doing now, is that I'm looking at getting this job with Valnet as propelling me towards my goal of being a published writer again. I'm looking at, my DoorDash and other little hustles as what I need to do to make ends meet with just finance, and taking them in more bite-sized doses. I can do that, everything with DJ, working that into my relationship, everything with these guys into my ability to be a better cat dad. Essentially what the 2020 was designed to do was so that way I could compartmentalize my life and improve them in those areas. Well, 2020 was very clearly not what anybody expected, so I'm needing to change and reevaluate them. And that's why this one is a little bit different. I'm not focusing it in those areas. I'm focusing this one specifically on the things that are going on with me right now and the bigger stressors and compartments of my life right now. It's Draco, he wants to go outside. But yes, so that was my coaching session. That is where I'm at right now, is compartmentalizing my life. I feel like I'm going to be able to work better and give myself more, if not open time, more freedom in these areas to successfully accomplish certain goals. He's adorable. But yeah, so I'm feeling good. Hopefully someone watching this that might be feeling stressed out about 2020 and their own situation can take from this and be like, you know what, maybe compartmentalizing is what I need to do. I need to look at things as leading me towards certain goals rather than all culminating into this is all this aspect of my life. So yeah, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave a like, comment below what your strategies are when you're kind of getting these overwhelming responses, or how you avoid like hitting these freeze responses, because that's my big thing, is that I'm wanting to avoid getting to a freeze response, because I can't undo the fact that I have it, but I can come up with ways to avoid it. So if anyone out there has ways that they avoid hitting the freeze response, comment below, tell me what I can do, please. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and just haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!